Alright, hello YouTube. So today, I'm back, and I do want to review, even though I know these are technically older releases now, but I want to review Silver Wolf, or older release, sorry. I know it's an older release now, but I figured I might as well join in. Now, obviously, considering my channel's main bay, a little biased towards wolves. I won't let that interfere with my complete and honest total review. I'd like to go over the blade first. I immediately want to point out that this blade has had some serious durability issues. I've been seeing basically every day a completely brand new break or form of breakage, and that is mostly to do with the main gimmick. The main gimmick is the free spin ring on the underside of the blade, which, you know, that's cool. We finally have an actual gimmick in Beyblade X. That isn't just, oh, it's a different speed on the extreme dash, or like, oh, it's just a different height. No, we have an actual gimmick. And right here, right now, I will unscrew it for you and show you exactly what is the problem. Now, this is a stamina type blade. It is a right spin, and it's decently heavy. People have been trying to say that it's Wizard Rod 2.0. I would have to disagree. Now, immediately, let's go over the blade. You can see right here, this is a pretty thin spot right here as well, right here as well. Not only that, there's actually some extra metal in one of these points, a little bit extra compared to the other two. It is slightly imbalanced, confusing, but okay. I do like the design. It is mainly meant to represent Wolborg from Plastic Generation, and it does an alright job. I mean, it's a Silver Wolf. Wolborg was a Silver Wolf, so it works. The ratchet, 380, pretty basic. Pretty much everybody knows 380. It was quite literally one of the first parts to be released for the entirety of Beyblade X. Now, the bit is where things get a little bit more interesting, because unlike your typical bit, you don't have these teeth that are on it. You instead have a clean slate, or as I like to call them, gums. I think that's a better way to describe it, as, well, you know, what is your mouth without teeth? It's gums. So, makes sense. Now, the entire thing with free ball is that it's supposed to be free spin on any ratchet. It just does that instead of your typical click. Now, that can obviously decrease a little bit of knockback resistance, but on a heavier combo, obviously, that'll be negated. So, we're going to put this thing through quite a difficult gauntlet. Let's do basically every single attack type that's been released in X, and a couple of bounce types. I am loving the gear chip design, though. The gear chip design is incredible. I have to admit, it is a really good design. Obviously, I'm a little bit more biased to wolves, so take that as you will. I am very happy to report that neither of my copies have experienced breakage, and yes, that is a custom gear chip, because of course I had to put my logo over another wolf bay, because my entire thing is wolves. So, fair enough. You know what I mean? So, we are going to be doing Cobalt Dragoon, Shark Edge, Phoenix Feather, Tyranno Beat, Drawn Dagger, Phoenix Wing, Bite Croc. We will do, let's see, who else do I want to do? I'll do Drawn Buster, obviously, Drawn Sword, Hell's Chain, and Hell's Hammer. I think that is a fair enough gauntlet. Let's get this started. 3 battles each. Tyranno Beat up first. Obviously, this one's going to be a little bit of an easier matchup, considering Tyranno Beat is on Quake. And Silver Wolf should handle this decently well. A little bit of the imbalance you just heard there. Oh! Clean burst from Tyranno Beat. Well, that's to be expected on 80 height ratchet, to be completely honest. And it's a stamina bit, so I won't hold it against Wolf. Haven't heard the free spin ring get hit yet. Oh, yeah, I just activated. Well, not activated, but I just spun it by accident trying to pick it up. Well, let's move on to the next bay. Let's do Shark Edge. And my launcher is cocked up. Okay, let's try this again. Silver Wolf, Shark. This is stock Shark Edge, so... Oh, some pretty good hits. But obviously the entire gimmick is supposed to be that it's got a free spin ring. And considering it's a shorter opponent, that free spin ring should work. I do have to say, during my more competitive testing, I found that it is really good on lower combinations. Okay. Which I know sounds a little bit against the entire gimmick, because, you know, it's shorter combinations, but I found that it does work better on shorter stuff. KO. Free ball, I do have to say, I enjoy heavily and prefer over ball. 380 is 380. Can't really go wrong. If you're trying to go for an 80 height and you don't have 980, just go 380. That's really your best option. But yeah, the blade does have some pretty good defense. You definitely want to use this on a more defensive combination instead of stamina oriented. So that's fair. Up next, Drawn Dagger. I also have to say that... Oh, okay. There we go. That's a clean KO. Do have to say the counterattack capabilities on this thing are not half bad. I would say that this is more of a release that you would get for free ball than anything. Also, the ripcord launcher, I don't even want to bother talking about the ripcord launcher because it's just the normal ripcord winder. Everybody's had it now, so nothing really to write home about, you know what I mean? More just a thing to make it pop more. Although, I do have to admit, this bay can have a little bit of trouble sometimes, at least from what I've seen, up against some actual stamina combinations, which is, to be fair, expected. Let's do Phoenix Feather next. A lightweight opponent should have no trouble taking down. Okay. Damn. Spoke a little soon there. Oh, some pretty good hits with Feather. Oh! Bay wheel! And it goes into the bay wheel. It goes into the bay wheel. Yep, okay. Yep. Giving me hope, Wolf. Giving me hope. Okay. It avoided Feather and let it waste its stamina. Good. Damn. Those bay wheel moves had me scared. Jesus Christ. Okay. Phoenix Feather did do pretty good, though. I can't even lie. Speaking of Feather, let's move on to its counterpart, Drawn Sword. Jesus. That had me hella concerned there. My God. With these next kinds of reviews, I want them to be a bit more brutally honest. You know what? I'll also put Silver Wolf against Wizard Rod because, you know, screw it. But I want these reviews to be completely and totally honest. My honest opinions, what uses I found for them, and what weaknesses they can have. Obviously, if it is a promoted video, I will make that clear and will not let that promotion affect my opinions on the product. Because I am not a gatekeeper first, I'm a consumer first. And obviously right there, Drawn Sword got a KO. Ironically, I actually found that Drawn Sword can counter Silver Wolf pretty easily. Up next, let's do Hell's Chain. I'll also do Sight. Sight sounds like a good idea. Bam! Okay. Some of my strongest wolf combos right now have been 960 free ball and 760 hexa, which are pretty much the stereotypical hyper defense combo, blah 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 blah, you know? Oh, really good hit from the chain. You know, sometimes I forget that chain can actually do decent work, because it's just so defensive in shape, but it can do really good attack work sometimes. But that's neither here nor there. We're focused on Silver Wolf. I have to say, I'm very happy that they're trying to branch out into gimmicks again. As I'm recording this, Impact Drake and Ghost Circle have been revealed. Oh boy. I have some opinions about those, but I'll save those for the videos. But I'm very happy with how they're doing these. Silver Wolf was honestly what I consider to be the first big gimmick bay. So, I have to give it props for finally introducing some unique gimmicks into Unique X. And it overall performs pretty well in stock combination, but obviously can always be improved. In my brutally honest opinion, I do think that the design is a little, like with the metal, a little bland. Looks good though, especially if it's painted. Up next, Scythe. Especially if it's painted, it looks amazing. But it can be a little bland. The fuck just happened? Okay. I guess that happened. Also, Silver Wolf losing to the first two releases of X is always going to be funny to me. Okay, dodging the good dash from Sight. Or the good dash from Sight. It can handle its own pretty well. I'm very happy with it. However, I do have to say the releases that were released alongside it, can't say the exact same. But those opinions will be for the next video. And yeah, easy stamina win from Silver Wolf here because of free ball. Who could have seen that coming? Okay, my launcher cocked up again. Let me just relaunch. Just so we have a bit more of an even battle. Also, I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I guess I should apologize for that, but health hasn't been great, and, well, I was having major burnout. So, I took my time, and I'm starting to get back into the groove of things, so that's always fun. Up next, Hell's Hammer. Honestly, Hell's Hammer... Oh, boy. Hell's Hammer is pretty much the fodder of X. The Hell's line, at least. Like... in the anime, at least. Anime? Oh, I don't even want to talk about anime. But I do like the owner of Silver Wolf, Ginru. I believe that's his name's name. Ginro? No. But I do love his design. He's a really cool guy. I like him. Please don't make him turn out like Chrome. Yeah, I gave up watching the anime after Chrome became Diddy. So... honestly, that's fair enough. Yeah, Hammer is definitely not winning this one. Poor Hammer. Mediocre layer and Ratchet. Really good bit. Overall, I do have to say Silver Wolf handles attack types. Oh, Hammer getting a win. Okay. I do have to say it handles attack types really well. And let's prove that up next with Cobalt Dragoon. Please don't lose here. So, however, if I were to rank it, I would say that this is definitely a release, like, I would say it's a more middle tier release. Like, yeah, you'd want it, but it's not a necessity out the gate. You know what I mean? Like, we were just starting, or you were trying to get into the competitive scene. Yeah, this is definitely a release you would want, but don't necessarily need. It's good all around though, and barely winning to Dragoon. Oh, and somehow Dragoon didn't kill itself there. That's shocker. I will always get on 216, and that's a double burst. Oh wait, no, that's not even double burst. Because the bit in the ratchet flew apart, I thought it double burst. No, it bursted Dragoon. Come on, I'm trying to gas you up, Wolf. Come on, come on. Now, don't be putting shit on the other. Don't be putting shit on a Wolf name, bro. Come on, we can't be having that in the counter household. Now, we will not put shit on a Wolf name. Come on, please handle it. Yes, thank you. Okay, I was getting nervous there. Up next, let's do Drawn Buster. Jesus Christ, I shit on Dragoon so much. I was so scared that I would lose against Dragoon. Oh my heart. Okay, handling Buster really well, but that's to be expected. It's Buster. You know, imbalanced, low stamina. Ooh. Man, that had my heart racing. Okay. Wolf's got this, though. Alright. Buster's actually getting in some decent hits. Why is it being so calm? Okay, now it's being imbalanced. There you go. Alright, that's to be expected with Buster. And let's see how Drawn Buster does against it in the last battle. That's how it does against it. Alright, up next, Bite Croc. Or as I like to call it, Croc Bite. Oh! Good extreme finish, alright. Yes, it does have 260 on it, so it's just so it lined up. Oh my god. Okay. What? Croc doing better than Shark is? I mean, I do have to say, Croc has performed better than Shark in my testing, so it doesn't completely surprise me, but damn. An extreme finish and a clean KO back to back? That was pretty good. Up next, Phoenix Wing. Then after that, the last battle with Rod. And then I move on to my final and self KO. Okay. Then I'll move on to my final score on this day. And whether or not, like, you know, if you really need it or not. Now, Phoenix Wing, I expected to do good against. Because Phoenix Wing is the main blade I've seen it perform basically perfectly against. You know, this thing is a Phoenix Wing killer, basically. From what I've seen, at least. From my testings and what I've seen, it's been a pretty good Phoenix killer. Wing killer, I should say, because there's multiple Phoenixes. God damn you, variants. And it looks like it pulled through. Alright, last battle, Wizard Rod. This one it should have no trouble against. I mean, this is stock Rod. It's got disc ball, it's got 570. You're basically set. I am enjoying, overall, the newer releases, minus 2. I do have to say that Silver Wolf is definitely one of the bays that I can actually say I'm happy with. How it performs, you know, parts-wise. You know, I'm decently happy with it. Can't say that about a lot of X at the current moment. But P2's been picking up the slack lately. Unless we're talking about December. But, yeah, I do have to say, I'll give not Wizard Rock. I'll give Silver Wolf a fair 7 out of 10. You know, it's in the middle ranges. It's pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's one of the best. You know, like the best of the best, I would put like 8, 9, 10. Middle tier 7, 6, 5. You know, lower end. I do have to say, it's a pretty good release all around. Don't have as many complaints about it as other releases. Fraud. But yeah, I do have to say, it's just a neat release. And somebody pointed this out to me, but the funny thing is, I didn't realize it at first, but yeah, it's basically just Phoenix Rooter, but if it worked. Like, the bottom half of Rooter was supposed to be the more defensive side, and then it was supposed to be top-heavy, and it was supposed to defend against attackers. Nope, didn't do that. Silver, come on. And Silver takes it. Overall, I would have to say, yeah, it's a pretty decent release to pick up. But that's about it for me. See ya.